Hey, kia ora, Helen, Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling Magic Monday. Yes, getting on this morning did not work. I'm figuring out I'm probably going to have to do, if I want to get on my live in the mornings, I'm going to have to do it before I go and have a shower and get dressed and everything, which means I'll be in my night clothes with bed hair. Some mornings it's okay, but not every morning. Yeah, no, not every morning. And I know you can't see you right here, but come here, little one. Somebody decided to join me. We just got back from our walk, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So I hope you're having a super fantastic... Oh, now I've got a nosy itch. We just got back from our walk. We've had a very busy day and super excited because something arrived today that I've been waiting for. Because I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'll show you in a minute. So Magic Monday is all about planting the seeds for the week ahead, putting things in place that's going to get rid of your to-do list by the end of the week. And so I've done a lot of that today. It has been a packed schedule today, which has been kind of awesome. Got some great stuff done, got some new things sorted out, even learned a couple of things along the way. And then my package arrived. I was so happy because now it comes in color, and I'm sort of like, I can't wait to get in here and wreck it. But have you ever seen a Wreck It journal? Wreck This journal. Have you ever seen one of these? These are awesome. And this one comes in color now. It's got color pages. It's got color writing and pictures and all sorts of things. But basically, you wreck this journal. They've got different things in there like rub here with dirt. So you go outside, grab some dirt, rub on it. Write with a pen in your mouth. These are the coolest things. Color outside of the lines, just also, there's ones in here too. Glue a random page from a newspaper here and add color to it. So and there's things where you got to, stickers you find on bought fruit. So, when you get the stickers on the fruit, they want you to put them here on this page. There's other pages in here, which is like, place sticky things here. Honey, gum, syrup, glue, suckers, and marshmallows. It actually says it right there. And so the idea is that you actually go through, and it's a journal that you can do all sorts of fun things with. And there's one in here which I absolutely think is hilarious, and it's a stain page. They want you to put like a coffee mug on there to leave a coffee stain, or spill something on there so you're leaving a stain from liquid or food or something like that. But these are the funnest journals that you can use, especially if you're in a mood where you want to snap out of it. This is kind of like one of those things. There was one time I was everything just completely overwhelmed me. And I went and I hid in the closet because I didn't want Brad to hear me breaking down like I did. And I was upstairs in our walk-in closet. And our walk-in closet was amazing. And because of all the clothes in there and the carpet on the floor, and I was sitting there on the sheepskin rug, it dampened the sound a lot in there. And I was in there, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes or something. Brad said he came up at one point looking for me, and I told him to F off. So he just closed the door and walked away and left me to it. But when I started there was a People magazine on the floor next to me. And by the time I had finished and come back into myself, that People magazine, and you know how those glossy pages, it was confetti on the floor because I had just ripped it to pieces. This is kind of one of those things where you can go in there and you can pick a page. This one says, document the colors you admire, rub, smear, splatter your food, use this page as a napkin. Document the colors of your dinner, rub, smear, splatter your food, use this page as a napkin. I mean, how cool is that? So it's got all these different things that you can do, and it literally is wreck this thing. Sometimes it tells you to pull a page out, like you saw earlier, rub dirt on it. So it's actually it's a good way to get frustration out. Some of them will be like cut a hole in the middle of this page and all sorts of fun things in there. And it's actually, I enjoy them. I haven't had one for a while, and I got this one and I saw it now came in color. And I thought, oh, I got to try the color one now. So it's something fun to do in the middle of the day. Like if you're stressing out at work or something, you just pull this out, open it to a page. What does this one say? Press leaves and other found things on this page. So, you can just go and just do random things and tear out and crumple. Okay, this is tear out and crumple. Let's do it right now, right here, right now. There we go. First page done. Tear it out and crumple it. out kind of good. Then the next one, you've got to pull this one out and make a paper airplane by following all the dotted lines that's next to it. So it's just a record journal. Done. Already done an activity over there. Crumple up that piece of paper. Oh, there's nothing on the back of that. But it simply said, so you can read it, tear out and crumple. So that's what I did. There's nothing on the back of it except a purple page. So that's the sort of journal it is. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun. And especially when you're having a really hard day, just to come in and flip this open to a page and do something weird on it that it says to do. Some pages you can actually go in and write on, they tell you to write things on them. But most of the time, it's something that will destroy the journal. And that's what it's there for. It's designed for that. You've got all the other nice journals that you can do your journaling in. And some people like to do artwork in them with paper crafts and things. Some of them people do an amazing, I have seen some amazing journals done where people take different shapes of, they use cutouts, they use stickers, they use prints that they've got from someone. Like if you go in the scrapbooking section of a craft store where they've got all the stickers, they've got all the add-on bits that you can double side tape and all that sort of thing. They have stores of some people have drawers full of those or containers full of those, and they make these beautiful artworks every day that reflects the day that they have had. And I thought, that's such a cool idea. I just don't have the patience for it. Not to do that every single day. Once a week, maybe I could do it once a week. I don't know. This, you just pick it up, open to a page, and do whatever it says. And it can help you with creativity and thinking as well, because now that I've crumpled this piece of paper, I can actually open it up and see what shapes. So see, like we can come in here, and if I open it up, you now have all the crease marks on here that you could turn into artwork in some form or another. Like I could take one of my multicolored, I have a lot of Sharpies, all different colors and things like that, and I could start like coloring in some of the shapes that are here made by the crumples, just to do something different. You never know. I'm going to crumple that back up so you get some good shapes. But anyway, so plant seeds for the week ahead. I had a really good quote that I came across earlier today that I have to find it now because it's real. It was a really good quote. If a man does not know to what port he is steering, no wind is favorable to him. And if you think about that, if you know what is your mission, your goal, your ultimate destination for this week, if you don't have one, then how are you going to get? You've got no way to get there. And I'm like, that's true. If you have no idea which direction you're supposed to be going in, how can you achieve your dreams and goals? So that's what Magic Monday is all about, is planting those seeds in place, lighting those sparks to help guide you through the week of saying, this is where I want to be at the end of the week. This is what I have to do each day to get there, and planting those seeds and getting it into your calendar, getting the steps laid out as to what needs to be done for each task, and then just getting in there and getting it done. So that's it for me for today. We've had a great day. If you go check out my Facebook page, you'll see where Zeffie's starting to take over the bed. She's now, because I made this little like nest for her, there's a pillow on one, there's a body pillow that's wrapped around in the corner there. There's a pillow here that's got a comforter over it. The comforter goes underneath her for the base of her bed. There's a piece of the comforter that comes out and forms a side between my pillow and her bed area. Well, now she's, every night I go in to go to bed now, and even today when I went in there, that piece of the comforter between the pillow and her bed space was pushed out beyond my pillow, and she's laying half on my pillow and half on her. And I don't even think her butt was actually on her bed. Her back legs may have been. But yeah, so she's now starting to like encroach. And when I would go to bed, I go, well, is there any room for me? So I'd pick up the flap of her bed that she'd thrown out and toss it back over her bed area. And I go in there after she gets up, and I make her side of the bed as well, because I always make mine when I get up. It's one of the first things I do in the morning is make my bed. And then when she gets up, I go and make her bed and make it all nice and tidy and whatnot for her. But now she's decided, I want a little more. So when I go and hop into bed, she'll move back a little bit, so just her head's on the pillow next to mine, so her head sits right here, and then she starts going to sleep. It depends how quickly she goes to sleep, but it's like she's like looking over my shoulder to read whatever I'm reading on the Kindle, which is hilarious, to think that she's reading over my shoulder. And there's times that she gets to sleep so much, and all of a sudden you might hear a little or little snores or snorts or little noises that she makes when she sleeps, and it's right here beside my ear. And I'll just look at her and go, you having a good dream there? And just put my hand up here like this, so I can scratch her head. And she just quietly goes to sleep. And then as soon as I put the Kindle down and start to turn over to go to sleep, she gets up and then she moves over to the far side of her bed and snuggles in and goes to sleep. So crazy dog, she's taking over the bed. And then I walked in the other day and she's like sprawled, and she's not a big dog, but she was sprawled on an angle across the middle of the bed. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to get on there and take a nap with you if you're going to take up the whole bed? She left me no space. So it was kind of funny. When you sleep in a queen size bed, you'd think I would have space with her, but nope. She can actually sprawl across the bed and take up, and on the angle, so there's nowhere for me to actually get on the bed and have a snooze if I want to without moving her. But anyway, go plant your seeds for today so you know where you're going this week, you know what you're achieving this week, and we will catch you tomorrow for Tune Up Tuesday. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Hei konera.